What is up, guys? Today we're back again for another episode in Minecraft, and today I'm going to be doing a mod review. But anyways, I am doing a mod review on the ICBM mod. So, okay, we're done there. Mr. Turret, bad idea. Save it for later. Anyways, we're doing the ICBM mod. So basically, this is one of my first mods, and I think this is an important part in my mod history. And not only is it one of my first mods, but it is probably my favorite mod, I would say. I don't know. I don't know if it's my favorite. It's in the top 5 for sure out of all the mods, not that I've reviewed, but just all the mods that I've ever had. So as you can see, there's some pretty sweet stuff here, and there's this pretty sweet launcher. Now this was a bit of an uncommon mod, and it was really difficult to figure out the setup for this. And in case you guys are having the exact same difficulty like I did, I'm going to help you with that if you actually get the mod. But more on to this mod. So yeah, basically the idea of this is intercontinental ballistic missiles, which can be shot up into the air any point that you want it to get to. Now, I'm not sure what other mods this requires, but it does work in the Volt pack of a Tekkit launcher. The Tekkit launcher. So there's a lot of stuff. But anyways, we're going to get to this. Now, as you can see, the main part of this mod is these missiles. Now, as of now, okay, you can manually set it, but in a second I'll show you why that's a bad idea. But here's our missile. We have a thermobaric missile, which isn't too powerful, just to show you what this does. So I'm going to get an infinite battery from the Galactic Craft mod, which this is like a universal type. Okay, not everything's in here. This isn't like the old one. It's not even in here. But anyways, you'll get this with Galactic Craft, and I don't think Galactic Craft Mars. But you're going to want to take this. You can have this, or you can have a charged one. But any universal sort of mod battery. Then you're going to want to get the copper wires, which you can find in this section, redstone. You can find all that there. But you will need a battery box as well, which you can just type in right here and get your battery box. So it's going to be right there. You don't need to type in much. But anyways, you're then going to need to match up your launcher platforms with whatever you're using. So, for example, I have a launcher T3 platform with a launcher control panel T3 and then a T3 support frame. I said that a bit weird. But anyways, okay, it's raining. Now you're going to want to put that right behind this one, hook this up, and put it straight into this one. And put it right in front. Now you can manually type these, like I said earlier. But, okay, I'm excited to do this because the animations are so amazing. But there's two ways you can, more than two, but these are my favorite right here. The laser designator and the radar gun. So what the radar gun is going to do, you have to set a frequency first, I do believe. So if you want to do this, you have to set a frequency to set up with these. I just put it to 1. So let's say we want to have a missile strike right here. So we have those coordinates, and then you can just right-click this, and you'll transfer it. Now you are going to need something to launch this. So in this case, we're just going to use a lever. You can use whatever you want. So we're going to launch this. And it's going to take off. And just look at that. That's amazing. It's coming down. Oh. Yeah, that did some pretty good damage. So on a server, this would just be OP. But that is one way you can do this. So this does have a durability, and this is great for battleship games, which you can find online and some sort of videos. I don't really know what they are, but there's so many different missiles. So I can just show you a few. I'm gonna show you most of the actual TNTs in there because all of these missiles are originally made off of TNT. Now you can craft these, and the way you're gonna do this is you're gonna need to get the TNT. And I think all of these require this missile module, which is crafted like this. And then you can get this and all sorts of stuff that nobody knows about. But anyways, yeah, then you're just going to pair it with whatever TNT you want. I'm just showing this one. So there's a lot going on here. But let's shoot. There's different types of missiles. This one, it doesn't matter where you shoot it because it's not going to do any damage. So we're gonna put the missile in, the missile. There we go. Oh, okay. This time I'm gonna show you guys the laser designator. So this is for laser guided missiles. Now I think, I don't want to blow this whole thing up, so let me see if it's, okay. You need to set the frequency, but be careful so you don't shoot this straight down. So then, once it's set, it doesn't really matter where we shoot this, because this will just put some effects on us. But before we do this, do get some milk, because you're going to want it for this situation. Where's my milk? Milk. I hate having to type things in. Milk. Oh my gosh, I spelled milk wrong. That's sad. But anyways, so we have our milk right here, ready to drink. And we can point this, and look at this cool laser. And any second now, that lagged a bit, but it's still pretty amazing. So it's coming up, and look at that. So without this, I think we have like nausea, dizziness, the normal stuff. But okay, milk is not working. Do I have to be in game mode? I think I do. Nope. Game mode 1. You will get poisoned and hunger. So some of this, there's not actual cures for it. And there might be in-game cures, but if there is, I'm not aware of it. I think there's like, no, there's nothing. Antidote? Yeah, I believe that's how you cure all of this. But the ultimate missiles will be shot off of here. So let's just see what else we have. Anything cool. So the cluster missile is something that you can't actually get with your standard TNT, which I'm going to show off in just a second to all of these. And I know this looks suspicious. We're going to get to that too. But the cluster missile is something that you can only get out of missiles. And this is actually going to work later for our nuclear cluster missile. And I like using this one because it's the easiest. I think the frequency's still set. So this one's pretty deadly. You want to be careful with this. And you only need to set the frequency once. I might blow this place up. Okay. Now it'll split up in midair, and then it'll just shoot these missiles everywhere. And I think the animations are just amazing for this mod. And it took me a while to figure this whole setup thing out. Now, more about this, because everyone's getting super suspicious about whatever this thing is right here. Well, it's a turret. And it does have ammo, 127 out of 30. But what you're going to need for this is batteries, which you really want a universal mod. I like range upgrades because they're really helpful. I have antimatter and railgun bullets. Now, this is a really cool sort of weapon. They're basically sentry guns, and they'll fight for you. So, here, I'll show you one right now. What they do. Now, it has a little swipe, and now it's on this part of the swipe, and it'll just keep shooting. So, I like this one. I believe that it's the antimatter. It does the most damage, I think. Here, let me see if that's the one that will light it on fire. So, let's get a magma cube or something simple. Spider. Now, we're going to place this guy. Suffocating, but oh! Yeah. There we have it. So, you're going to want your antimatter bullet for maximum damage and flames. So that's really cool. Now there's some other stuff in this mod from besides this normal stuff. And I forgot to mention, because this is also going to come in handy in a sec, that the missile is a lot better than placing your actual TNT, because you can be halfway across the world. The coordinates are endless for your range. And you can shoot this all the way across your world and hit your target and kill your friend, blow up their house. They'll rage with some of this. There's a black hole coming up, and this will suck in your entire world until you put in the antimatter bomb, which will cause your world to explode in a miserable death. So there's some really troll sort of things in here. Now, there's also spikes to protect your base. And look, these will light you on fire, and these will actually poison you. But you're kind of wondering how this door just opened. There's nothing here. Or is there? I don't know if you guys can see this, but okay, I just got it. There's a glass pressure plate. So look, it's kind of like a automatic opening door. There's also a button there. You can can see the outline. And now here's the sections I've actually divided these into. Now this is my favorite section. So before you guys get bored, we're going to start out with this one and use our invisible button to get out. I feel like the glass should have slightly been visible though. So you got to be careful with these because they'll suck anything up in the radius of the blast. And these all make things float up. Now, anti-gravitational can resettle and make like the sky fortress type of thing. And we are going to need something to light this. So let's go. Back to normal Minecraft. I have to use flint and steel. So boring. Sorry about that. But anyways, this is really cool. So they're all going to float up. Uh-oh. And they will remove blocks like, anything that's not... Whoa. What's happening there? But anything that's not a solid block in the area, and even not this block radius, will get sucked up and it won't replace. So, as you can see, the mobs are being sucked in. And here, let me see if I can be sucked in. Yeah, I'm not flying. I'm just floating level like this with the wolfies. This effect will go away, but it takes a while. So we'll come back to that in a little bit and see what's happened to it. Now, these explosives are a bit different. Now, I feel like they're almost the exact same thing, except for they make different sounds. And what is that? Anyways, but they make different sounds, but they do the same thing. Now, I think these will rain down on your world, but they're amazing. So here, watch. Oh my gosh. So that's probably my favorite TNT out of this section. Now look, they will rain down, so your house may get ruined. But luckily we're in the ocean, so we didn't really get to see this effect too much. But anyways, I think I just did this one. Now we have the sonic explosives. I guess sonic is better than hypersonic, so they have a bigger radius. That's what I think. That's probably the difference, because sonic and hypersonic are the same. Well, look, this will do the same. That pretty much does the same thing, except for it's not as much dirt flying. Oh, we actually got some on our showcase. So these will land. Did they? I think they can replace tiles or slabs. I like to call them tiles. But anyways, okay, let's check back over here. Oh, how you doing, Wolfie? So you're going to have to fly pretty far up for this. But check this out. If you do this in a house or a village, it'll resettle. It's not completely the same. But it's almost a parkour sort of course you can do. And the grass will resettle. So this is a really neat feature. And I think that this is a pretty cool thing. Instant parkour maps that you can't complete. But is this the building limit? Let's see. No. 256, I think, is the building limit in Minecraft for blocks up. So yeah, my render's not that far, so I don't get much lag. But now we're going to move on to the next section. The door can get kind of annoying, just saying though. But now we're going to move on to these. Now, these are heat missiles, but in a second you'll see why I put in these ice ones. Now, I think you already saw the thermobaric missile, so I don't need to show that. Now, the breaching one is... I don't know if you noticed these blocks, but they're invincible to the normal types of TNTs that aren't ultrasonic things that suck things up into space. Now, this is basically the ICBM mod's normal TNT, but explodes faster, and it's a bit better. But I'm going to actually show what our house is made of. Now, the reinforced concrete and the cement and all that stuff. Now, watch this. This block will not blow up. So if you want to be sheltered for some of this stuff, you can do that. But it's not completely sheltered, you'll find out in a minute. Now this will turn everything to nighttime. This won't work, I don't think, in a closed roof, and it won't work at night. But watch this. What's flying everywhere? Oh, not good at all. That caused me some lag. So these are kind of overpowered. Oh no, there's lava on our house. And I'm lagging pretty bad. So that's what that does. Don't use it. It's not the best thing you're going to want to use. Because it's going to mess up everything. It's going to completely destroy your world. And the older versions, which I was used to this mod, it wasn't like this. It was a bit easier and the design was a lot cooler. But we are on this current version, so I'm going to show you this version and this version only. Now, this is the reverse thing for that one. Now watch this. It's going to do the same thing. I'll suck them all up, even water blocks. And then, here we go. Wait for it. Oh. So, it'll freeze everything in this big ice storm. But that's kind of cool too if you want to freeze your world. What do I have? I want to get that thing off. I think the button to make the too many items thing go away is U. Okay, it's O. So we have frostbite, mining, failure, fatality. That did not say fatality. But anyways, I lost my menu. There we go. That's how we get rid of that. But we have this effect. So I think that's where our antidote comes in handy. This mod has improved a lot. And our world's been destroyed, I am aware of that. But it's okay. Every world gets destroyed when you're playing with mods. Everyone needs to learn that. I know this is a really long showcase, but I wanted to do something a lot of YouTubers don't. By showing everything in these mod showcases. If some of you guys can't get them. I'm not going to show everything though, because I don't want it to go on forever. But these are some different types of things. Now these, the chemical explosives, they just apply these effects on you, and I don't like them very much. But these are sort of entity flying things. They have special sort of items that go along with it. Now I don't know what these actually are, what those things that are being shot out are, but they do damage to the landscape. They will actually break blocks. And the incendiary explosive, I'll show this. This will sometimes randomly spawn in your world after the nuke. I don't know why, but it just does. That's what they do. So don't play around with them in a forest. And this mod just lets you get rid of forests. That's all I'm going to say. Now these are kind of the same thing. So we're going to come back into... This should have been one showcase, but I was scared if one got blown up, then we wouldn't have anything. Now these are going to be our pro extreme things. Now these are kind of useful ones and have special abilities. Now I really like this one.